is a state of being. Don't confuse who I am with what you do.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in
Let's
the
be
air.
real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Sing Beyond and Through with Monty. Right before you is the very controversial rapper, country artist, pop star, Lil Nas X. Or is it Lil Nas X? I gotta get that right. But Lil Nas is no stranger to controversy. See, he's very bold. He's very outgoing. He is very in your face. And those attributes rub many the wrong way. As you just seen with that clip from Umar Johnson. Now, I wouldn't say that he was directly talking to Lil Nas X, but then again, he was, because he said homosexual or gay men, which Lil Nas X identify as. But I want to touch on this topic because Lil Nas X is pretty much standing toe-to-toe with the bigots, with the homophobes, and he is fighting back. See, he's not one to put it out there all on the line. And I think that his image is about that. I think his marketing, his managers, they know that. So they go that way in a direction which works for him and what he is known for. But I want to show you how he is swinging back at the critics. All jokes aside, the idea of a gay agenda doesn't make sense. If someone influenced you to suck C, you probably already wanted to suck C. That is true. I don't think that anyone is influencing you. Really, no one can make you desire something. They can put it out there in front of you. But then again, it's going to be your own desires. Your own imagination is going to be curious about that to want to make you experiment. So that I know I'm not buying. And now, is there a gay agenda? I don't believe there's a gay agenda. I really don't. I hear this a great deal, particularly from the black community, that they're set out there to make black men, primarily men, gay. I don't really believe that. I just believe that homosexuality, or rather the whole LGBTQ movement, has legs now. It's out there in front. It's not under covers anymore. It's not hiding. So I think that people may be mistaking people's boldness, brashness, not being ashamed of it, their truthfulness in which they are living as an agenda. So that's a mistake I think they are making with this agenda stuff. Now he goes, I become 10% gayer every time I read a "we get it, you're gay" comment. See, here's the thing with this here. This is what bothers a lot of people about Lil Nas X, is the very fact that he's an out, open, proud, unapologetically black gay man. That bothers people. And the reason why it bothers people is because the whole fag word, the whole derogatory words, trying to make you feel ashamed, they can't do that. So it's like all of their power has been taken away. And there's nothing that they can do to make him feel bad or to bring him down. Let's read another one. Y'all be silent as hell when a nig dedicate their entire music catalog to rapping about sleeping with multiple women. And when I do anything remotely sexual, I'm being sexually irresponsible and causing more men to die from AIDS. Y'all hate gay people and don't hide it. Let me just speak on this right here. I do not believe it's a hatred for gay people. I do not believe it's a hatred for the LGBTQ people. No, it is primarily a hatred within the black community for gay black men. And he's right about this because rappers can't rap about money, about cars, about sleeping with multiple women, calling women all types of derogatory words. And the very men who are condemning Lil Nas are clapping and applauding about these misogynistic rappers. So Lil Nas X does have a point there. And I want to bring out something too. I have noticed Lil Nas X is fighting by himself. The greater LGBT community, the white part, they're very silent. Do you remember when Isaiah, is it Washington, I believe, on Grey's Anatomy, called TK Knight the F word, something like that? And then the white LGBT community jumped on Isaiah Thomas's back. They demanded that Shonda Rhimes fire him. Remember that? It's strange how they're being very silent when it comes to Lil Nas X and pretty much leaving him to fight out there alone. But let me just tell you one thing. Lil Nas X is holding his own. He's doing a damn good job. And with this, what he just said about how y'all are silent about certain things, this goes back to what I said. No, they do not hate the LGBT community. They sure in the hell do not hate lesbians. No one says a word about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion in their very sexually charged music video WAP. These same men will applaud this, probably fantasize about this, but they're ready to condemn Lil Nas. That's because so many men fantasize about two women being together, which tells me they do not have a problem with lesbian women. They don't even have a problem with Cardi B and Normani. They're all hugged up together on their new video. There's no type of controversy or voices raised about this. No, it's only for black men. If you notice that. The truth is, there's no attack. You view femininity as weakness. You don't like gay black men. There you go. Because you are afraid of black men as a whole being viewed as weak. You cling to your masculinity because without it, you have nothing else going for you. That's it in a nutshell right there. Whole thing in a nutshell. There's a hatred within the black community primarily for gay black men. That's it. And he broke this down eloquently and so truthfully. It is because they view him as somehow a connection or an extension towards them. They view gay black men or gayness as a weakness, and somehow it bothers them. They believe that the whole world is going to judge them by what they see in Lil Nas X or what they see in other black men. It bothers them. And it's really a shame that they're not mature enough to say to hell with it. He's doing his thing. That's his life. That's how he chooses to go about it. I'm going to do my thing, and I don't give a damn what other people think about it. But no, they got to take the feminine way out, and they call or view Lil Nas X as feminine, where what he's doing is somehow bothering them. They feel it's a reflection upon their masculinity, and therefore they want Lil Nas to stop it. See, here's who they should really be worried and concerned about. How many gay black men have really gone out there raping, murdering, robbing, looting, bringing havoc to the black community? They should really be worried about heterosexual gang members, heterosexual black gang members. That's who they should really be worried about. The gay community is only like 3 or 4%. Let's just, for the sake of argument, give it 4% of so-called, let me rephrase that. The LGBTQ community is like 4% of the black population. So gay men as a whole will go down even farther. with it being something like 23 million black men, of that, no more than 1.8 million would even be gay or bisexual black men. So therefore, they cannot be reckoned as havoc among the black community. It is more or less these types of men right here, this type of toxic masculinity, which people, for some strange reason, finds more favorable than gay black men. They hardly ever condemn this. This is not what they're really ashamed of. No, they are more ashamed of gay black men. So, in my opinion, with this whole thing, I am somewhat very proud of Lil Nas X and the stance that he is taking, and he's not backing down, and he's letting people have it. And notice how he's not a hero towards the gay white community. See that right there? Racism is racism. Whether you're white or straight or gay and white, same thing. It's still racism. And that does play a part and a role into why they're not coming to the defense of Lil Nas X. But as we've seen right here, verbally, when it comes to writing, he's able to handle his own. He's able to take care of himself. He's no pushover. He's able to stand against the tide of hate, homophobia, toxic masculinity, all of that junk that is directed towards him. He's able to throw it back tenfold, and pretty much is telling them to shove it up their ass. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of Send Beyond and Through with Monty. And I will see you all beyond and through.